I have a lot of love for this game because it was kind of. I got the orange box in 2007, Christmas 2007. And that's when I started playing TF2. That's when I played Half-Life 2. That's when I started playing Counter-Strike. I fell in love with the Source engine from the start, and I'm happy for any opportunity to play through this game again. I highly recommend the original Half-Life, but I like this one better.
Rise and shine, Mr. Freeman. Rise and shine. Not that I wish to imply you have been sleeping on the job. No one is more deserving of a rest, and all the effort in the world would have gone to waste until. Well, let's just say your hour has come again. The right man in the wrong place can make all the difference in the world. So wake up, Mr. Freeman. Wake up and smell the ashes.
If there's one thing that the Source engine does extremely well, is its facial animations.
This is my third transfer this year.
I remember seeing all of the E3 footage, all of the behind-the-scenes footage.
I've been relocated. I don't get used to it.
They marketed it everywhere. Hey, it's pretty good.
Well, end of the line.
Welcome. Welcome to City 17. You have chosen or been chosen to relocate to one of our finest remaining urban centers. I thought so much of City 17 that I
It's all I have
elected
left.
to establish
We're the
my
only ones on that
administration
train?
All right, I'm moving. Jeez.
in the citadel so thoughtfully provided by our benefactors. I've been
Overwatch
proud
stopped
to
our train
call
in the
City
woods and
17
took my
home.
husband for questioning.
And so,
They said he'd be
whether
on the
you
next
are here
train.
to stay or
I'm not
passing
sure when that
through on
was.
your way to parts
They're
unknown,
being nice though,
Welcome
letting me wait for him.
to City 17. It's safer here.
Yeah, I love the fact that Half-Life is insistent on never using, like, camera-based cutscenes. Never wants to take you out of the action, so everything is told diegetically, and it makes the world
Don't get the water.
so tactile.
They put something in it to make you forget. I don't even remember how I got here. They never leave. You never see them go. They're always full. No one
Welcome.
ever gets on, but they're always
Welcome to
they're always
City
departing, but they
17.
never arrive.
You have chosen or been chosen
I see they took your
to
suitcase, too.
relocate to one
They
of
can't
our
get away with
finest
this much
remaining
longer.
urban centers. I thought so much
working
of
up the
City
nerve to go on.
17 that I elected to establish my
Dr.
administration
Breen
here
again?
in the
I was hoping I'd seen the
citadel
last
so
of him in City
thoughtfully
14.
provided by
I
our
wouldn't say that
benefactors.
too loud. This is his
I've
base
been
of
proud to
operations.
call City 17 my home.
I think what
And
benefits
so,
this game
whether
most is the
you are
fact
here
that
to
it's
stay or
not only does it have game developers like classic 2000s cargo shorts and metal band t-shirt programmers, it also had writers and artists, people dedicated to their craft, and it all comes together to make this delicious miasma.
This must be a mistake. I got a standard relocation coupon just like everybody else.
I'm gonna need me some privacy for this.
About that beer I owed you. It's me, Gordon, Barney from Black Mesa. Hey, sorry for the scare. I had to put on a show for the cameras. I've been working undercover with civil protection. I can't take too long or they'll get suspicious. I'm way behind on my beating quota.
Yes, Barney, what is it? I'm in the middle of a critical test.
Sorry, Doc, but look who's here.
Great Scott! Gordon Freeman! I expected more warning.
Yeah, you and me both, Doc. He was about to board the express to Nova Prospect.
Well, Barney, what do you intend?
I'm thinking.
Alex is around here somewhere. She would have a better idea how to get him here.
Well, as long as he stays away from checkpoints, we should be okay. Listen, I gotta go, Doc. We're taking enough chances as it is.
Very well. And, Gordon, good to see you.
Okay, Gordon. You're gonna have to make your own way to Dr. Kleiner's lab. Oh, man, that's what I was afraid of. Get in here, Gordon, before you blow my cover. Pile up some stuff to get through that window and keep going till you're in the plaza. I'll meet up with you later.
And just like that, we're through the tutorial. Well, most of it. I've played the beginning of this game so many times, it's etched into my brain, but it does a really good job of teaching the player all the different aspects and elements. And it sets up the setting pretty well too. It's interesting to look at footage of beta versions of the game and see a much more 1984 inspired landscape. It's actually a bit more futuristic with like flying cars, like atmospheric manipulation, which you get a little bit of in this game, but it's more of a dingy apocalypse.
Allow me to address the anxiety.
What I love that you can just fuck around with shit.
Every possible question you might have. First, let us consider the fact that for the first time ever, as a species, immortality is in our reach. This simple fact has far-reaching implications. It requires radical rethinking and revision of our genetic imperatives. It also requires planning and forethought that run in direct opposition.
I can't remember who it is that voices Dr. Brain, but all of his speeches in this game are absolutely fantastic. I remember listening to them. It was like a whole playlist. But this game does such a good job of making the oppressive environment. And it's really... I don't know. It's depressing, but almost like in a comic book way. I don't know how to explain that. I'm trying to think of a movie that I could relate this to. There are definitely a lot of movie influences.
This is how it always starts. First the building, then the whole block. They have no reason to come to our place. Don't worry, they'll find one.
Man, a physics system so good that an entire game would be made around it. Gary's Mod is probably the game I've played most out of all the Source games. Maybe not TF2. And maybe not Source SFM. But I've got a lot of love for the Source engine's physics. It's not so much realistic as it is just cathartic. Everything moves in a very satisfying way. And it's very robust. Like, it's interesting. There are some objects that if you lean on the side of them, you can tip them over by, like, weighing down the edge. It's weird. But you can't do it lengthwise on some objects. Like, I'll have to show it at some point. It's hard to describe. But there's so much thought that goes into the system that it makes it fun to interact with. I mean, there's a whole level. I only just recently got the go through Ravenholm with the gravity gun achievement, and that was fun. There's a whole level dedicated to using physics.
Was that you knocking? I didn't even know we still had a door.
Of course, your question touches on
I thought you were a cop.
He's one of us.
Look at him down there.
I told you they'd be coming for us next.
Just this once, I hope you're wrong.
I can't take it anymore.
Everything's gonna be okay.
What are we going to do?
I think of something.
Attention, residents. Miscounts detected in your block. Cooperation with your civil protection team.
In here!
Permit full
Head for the
license
roof!
to wall.
There's no time to lose!
Attention. All citizens and local residential blocks. Assume your respective positions.
Get in here, quick! Keep moving! Head for the roof!
Permanent
I just love the diegetic storytelling. It's so fun to just play the story.
Dr. Freeman, I presume. I better hurry. The Combine can be slow to wake, but once they're up, you don't want to get in their way.
What a genuinely cool character. I like Alex.
Dr. Kleiner said you'd be coming this way. I don't think it occurred to him that you might not have a map.
I need to finish Half-Life
I'm
Alyx.
Alex Vance. My father worked with you back in Black Mesa. I'm sure you don't remember me, though. Man, a few words, aren't you? Remember him? Remember Black Mesa? Your old administrator. Don't get my dad started on Dr. Breen. Through here.
Even in the original game, there's a big emphasis on story writing.
Funny, you showing up on this day in particular.
But it's cool to see it expand to have all these new characters and try to build off the original story, like having the scientist be consistent. I know some people are
escape the city on
met
foot.
on Magnuson, but I like the
Dangerous route
consistency.
to my father's lab, through the old canals. Today, we're finally on the verge of having a better way. Here, let me buy you a drink.
Cannot tell you how many times I've made this sort of door in Gary's Mud.
Oh, and by the way, nice to finally meet you.
I just love this cutscene.
Blast that little... Where did she get to? Lamar! Come out of there!
Uh-oh, everything all right, Dr. Kleiner?
Oh, hello, Alex. Well, almost all right. Lamar has gotten out of her crate again. If I didn't know better, I'd suspect Barney of trapping and... My goodness. Gordon Freeman. It really is you, isn't it?
I found him wandering around outside. Bit of a troublemaker, isn't he?
We owe a great deal to Dr. Freeman, even if trouble does tend to follow in his wake. I must say, Gordon, you come at a very opportune time. Alex has just installed the final piece for our resurrected teleport.
I can't take any credit for the breakthrough, Doctor.
Nonsense. Your talents surpass your loveliness.
Let's just see if this thing works, okay?
Well, is he here? There you are. Man, Gordon, you stirred up the hive. We can't keep him here long, Doc. It'll jeopardize everything we've worked for.
Don't worry, he's coming with me.
That's right, Barney. This is a red letter day. We'll inaugurate the new teleport with a double transmission.
You mean it's working? For real this time? Because I still have nightmares about that cat.
No, there's nothing to be nervous about.
What cat?
We've made major strides since then. Major strides.
What cat?
Doc, since he's not taking the streets, you might as well get him out of his civvies.
What? Oh dear, you're right. I almost forgot. Barney, I'll give you the honor.
I've got to get back on my shift, but okay. Here we go. Ah! Damn it, get it off me!
Lamar, there you
I
are.
thought you got rid of that pest.
Certainly not. Never fear, Gordon. She's debeaked and completely harmless. The worst she might do is attempt to couple with your head, fruitlessly.
Get that thing away from me!
Here, my pet. Hop up. No, not up there. No. Careful, Lamar. Those are quite fragile. Oh, fie. It'll be another week before I can coax her out of there.
Yeah, longer if we're lucky.
Barney, you're not an animal person.
I like playing along.
Well, Gordon, go ahead. Slip into your suit now.
Yeah? Uh-oh.
Well, Gordon, I see your HEV suit still fits you like a glove. At least the glove parts do. I've made a few modifications, but I'll just acquaint you with the essentials. Now, let's see. The Mark V hazardous environment suit has been redesigned for comfort and utility. Oh dear.
Doc, we don't have time for this. At least get that suit juiced up, Gordon.
Good idea. There's a charger on the wall. I've modified your suit to draw power from Combine energy outlets, which are plentiful wherever they patrol.
Yeah?
Meanwhile, let's get this show on the road.
Okay.
Gordon, why don't you position yourself near the panel over there and wait for my work?
Isaac, are you there?
Yes, Eli. Bit of a holdup on this end. You'll never guess who found his way into our lab this morning.
Oh, that's not who I think it is it?
Indeed it is, and it's our intention to send him packing straight away in the company of your lovely daughter.
Are you ready for us, Dad?
You're all set on this end.
Then let's do it.
Let's see. The massless field flux should self-limit, and I've clamped the manifold parameters to CY base and LG orbifold, Hilbert inclusive. Conditions could hardly be more ideal.
That's what you said last time.
Hey, yeah, about that cat.
Initializing in 3, 2, 1. No fiddlesticks. What now?
Doctor, the plug.
Dear me, you're right. Gordon, would you mind plugging us in? Excellent.
You gonna let Gordon throw the switch?
Gordon, go right ahead. Very good. Final sequence. Commencing now.
I can't look.
Oh,
Did it work?
See for yourself.
Hey, Doc.
Thank goodness. My relief is almost palpable.
Fantastic work, is it?
Well, I can't take all the credit. Dr. Freeman proved an able assistant.
Let's go ahead and bring Gordon through now.
Right you are. Speak to you again in a few moments.
Good job, Gordon. Throwing that switch and all. I can see your MIT education really pays for itself.
All right, Barney. Your turn.
Gee, thanks.
Gordon, as soon as you're in position, we'll send you to Eli's.
And not a moment too soon.
Excellent. Initializing in 3, 2, 1. Barney, if you'll be so kind.
Good luck out there, Gordon.
Yes, indeed. We're ready to project you, Gordon. Bon voyage, and best of luck in your future endeavors. Final sequence.
What the hell?
What is it?
It's your pet, the freaking headhopper!
Lamar, Betty, no!
There he is! Is Lamar with him? Forget about that thing!
He's coming through, Dad.
What's going on, Judy?
I'm not sure. It seems to be some kind of interference.
Gordon, stay put. You'll get you out of this.
Something's drawing him away.
What's the meaning of this? Who are you? How did you get in here?
Hey, he's back! I'm getting him out of there.
Can't just wade into the field. It will peel you apart.
Just lost Gordon. What's going on?
I wish I knew. I'm encountering unexpected interference.
Don't worry, Gordon.
There he is. Oh, we're losing it again.
The man I saw. I'm all but certain it was Gordon Freeman. He didn't come through.
Then where is he?
Behind you.
Ah!
Shut it down. Shut it down.
Gordon, you must get out of here. Run!
Get down out of sight. I'll come find you.
What a cool intro to this game. I mean, I played this before I played Half-Life 1, so I didn't even know the story of Black Mesa or the Zen invasion. I just played this straight up, and it was like playing through a 90s action movie.
Hey, Gordon! The Citadel's on full alert. I've never seen it lit up like that. Get out of City 17 as fast as you can, Gordon. Take the old canals, right? They'll get you to Eli's lab. It's a dangerous route, but there's a whole network of refugees, and they'll help you if they can. I'd come with you, but I gotta look after Dr. Kleiner. Oh, and before I forget, I think you dropped this back in Black Mesa. Good luck out there, buddy. You're gonna need it.
I did end up eventually playing through the original Half-Life pretty soon after I played this one. I'm in Blue Shift and Opposing Force. I liked Opposing. Oh. I think a good word for this game is kinetic. There's a constant sense of progressing forward. Man, loading screens, or load zones. I've spent a lot of time with Hammer, and it's a really solid system, but it is antiquated in some ways. I'm a little sad I didn't choose to stream this with mods, but I...
You now. You better run. There's nothing else you can do here.
Actually, the reason I'm playing this game in the first place is because it has been 20 years since the release of this game. 2004? I think so. And that was the same year that we got Metal Gear Solid 3. Same year we got Fable. Halo 2. There was a lot that came out. And Half-Life 2 still managed to be the one that was Game of the Year consistently.
unidentified person of interest.
What else? I think that wasn't there a Gears of War game or a God of War game too? We had a really good time for games. I think at some point I would like to stream Gary's mods. But I'm thinking about what kind of game mode would be fun. Like, yeah, you could do the silly Gary's mod RP stuff, but I've always just enjoyed building. In fact, there's one game mode I always enjoyed called sled racing, and you had to build a functional sled that could handle a bunch of rough terrain. I have spent a lot of time in the Source engine. Most of the tools I've used have been like Source Filmmaker. I used to / still make short little animations or like posters or the poses of characters. I don't know, it's fun. I've actually moved on to Blender for most of what I want to do, which is creating UI elements. I enjoy making like Weather Channel related graphics. Right now I'm working on a fake weather report for Metroid Prime's Town Overworld. And honestly, I've got all the assets, I just have to finish doing all the coding and node connecting to try and make things move from transparent to non-transparent. It's treadmill work, as Valve would put it. Speaking of treadmill work, I am so happy that the bots are gone, from Team Fortress 2. I've been playing some casual matches, and they've been great. I'm going to be playing some of that, I think, Monday. And then Wednesday, I'm actually going to devote an entire stream, 4 hours, to RimWorld. See how that fares.
Guess those sirens are for you, huh? Good thing you found us. You're not the first to come through here by...
This is the Freeman. The Combine's reckoning has come.
Look, we're just a lookout for the Underground Railroad. Main station's right around the corner. They'll get you started on the right foot. Meanwhile, let my Vortigaunt friend here give you a jolt to get you going. Be careful now. We really can't afford to get noticed. Civil protection catches you down here, it's bad news for the whole railroad.
We serve the same
Mississippi. Conspiracy. Report counter behavior.
Get out of here.
Civil protection team immediately.
I've heard a lot of discussion around Gordon Freeman being treated as a messiah in this game. And I can't disagree with the fact that it is weird that some random scientist who, for all intents and purposes, should not be hailed as a savior so much as a... Well, no, he did save, even if he caused it. But it's weird that everybody knows about him like he's some legendary figure, like like Solid Snake. I think it's for the purpose of empowering the player, which Valve games are really good at doing. And honestly, it doesn't bother me too much. Oh. I was saying earlier that it's a shame I didn't pick up the modded version of Half-Life 2 as my stream. I wanted to do the original just out of respect for the 20-year anniversary. But I also just... Half-Life 2 is one of the few games that I prefer the vanilla experience. Like, it's just so good as it is. I don't... Tainted? I don't know. It's weird. But there are mods that give you like the stun baton and like you can detach the turrets and carry those around, and I gotta admit, that is pretty freaking cool. But it feels like I'm playing through the game with Gary's mod. I have to say though, there's been a lot of really good mod games. I'm thinking of Minerva? Just like a side campaign Half-Life 2 mod thing that was really, really good.
Keep going, friend. That station was raided, but there's others up ahead. I'm gonna stay here in case any others come through. Gotta keep the railway alive.
Actually, that's how I found out about the Stanley Parable. I played a lot of Half-Life 2 mod maps, and that was one of them. And oh man, I remember the original one. It was so... It was really, really good. Like, it blew everyone away. But there were a lot of more psychological maps, I guess you could call them. There was one I remember that was like... It was symbolic of the main character going through therapy. And you like revisited different periods of his different memories. I wish I could remember what it was called. Really atmospheric and cool looking. But no, Stanley Parable was like, oh my god. Yes, Barnacle Bowling. This is the kind of stuff that makes me think that the developers actually had fun with their own game. Oh, I almost got all of them. Actually, I remember watching a video a while back of the developers reacting to, not like Gabe Newell, but I think it was Robin Walker might have been among them. Oh, Jesus. I don't know if Laylaw was there. But they reacted to a speedrun of Half-Life 2 and were flabbergasted at how their mechanics were being abused. Like, they were using objects to clip out of bounds and no clip at one point, using the airboat. I remember one of the comments the developers made is that, you know, every update we should just randomize the glitches. That way, speedrunners constantly have to adapt and change up their strategies. And I thought that was probably one of the most brilliant ideas a developer could have. Wow, we played with the seesaw. We know how to use this. This is just goofy. Really? Oh. Check that out. I see you, buddy. I don't even know if I'm hitting him. Well, he's not hitting me, so we're fine. Man, speaking of physics, there was a Source game called Zombie Panic Source. One of many zombie-based Source games. But it was really, really good because you could actually like barricade doors, and that they were physically hinged. So you could like lock them with furniture or nail them shut. In fact, I think there were Gary's Mod game modes that also allowed you. In fact, I'm remembering that one that I played frequently. That's so cool. This whole movie, this whole game is just a 90s action movie. You know, I'm saying 90s, but really it's 2000. It feels a lot more like a modern dystopia. And I mean, it was released in 2004. I wanted to imply that they were inspired by classic movies. I was hoping there was some energy back here. Nice. Is there another one? No. I thought it was clever. Oh, but there's health. It's okay. Oh, you know what? I just remembered the server that I played zombies on. I think it's Friends Who Kill Zombies Together. It's a really fun server. I'm just realizing now, it's been a while since I've actually interacted with it, so I don't know if there's any fresh drama, and like, I shouldn't reference it, so apologies in advance, but it's a fun server. But I always play Team Zombie. I love taking apart barricades. Probably my favorite zombie played is the head crab. He can get in where the other zombies can't, and if you get the latch on head ability, then you can basically disrupt anybody trying to repair the barricades.
Get in here, hurry! Civil protection is onto us. We're tearing up the railroad, covering our tracks. Looks like you're gonna be the last one through. Be glad you're not the guy they're looking for. Poor bastard doesn't stand a chance. Sounds like they're calling in every CP unit in the city. They're flooding the areas up ahead with manhats. You better get going before they sweep through here.
Oh shit! Too late!
Get him. Get him, dude. You got it. Yeah. Nicely done.
That was a close call. Thanks for your help.
Oh. Okay.
I'll give you some supplies to keep you going, and you really gotta go.
I should say, I'm playing this on medium. I always play on medium. I'm not like a hardcore gamer. I think they're a little too bullet spongy on hard for my enjoyment. Wait, whatever. I don't think there's much gatekeeping in the Half-Life 2 community. I hope not. Ooh, another good Source game. Well, is it Source? I think it is. Vampire the Masquerade. That would be an interesting game. I don't know. Thinking about streaming that. There's a lot of games I would stream before it, but that could be fun. I've always enjoyed playing the Malkavians just for the weird interactions. But, I'm trying to remember the characters who have the mage powers. They are incredibly overpowered. You can just make people explode. But it's one of those games that it's like, it doesn't feel like it's on the Source engine because it's so radically different in its gameplay. Actually, thinking about that, I think a lot of Source games were. It was just a really flexible engine. I should clarify. Third-party Source game. Oh, hey! We get a zombie this early, I forgot. I like how the civil protection are themed. Like, I like that you have an increasing threat. You fight basically the beat cops, then the guards, then soldiers. I also love that they do that. They sneak in enemies behind you sometimes. Nothing screams Half-Life like giant rotating brushes that could potentially kill you from crush damage. That's a really effective flashbang. Like, I feel like that would be really good at trying to draw a suspect out of a barricaded area. The benefit of having writers on the team meant that there was an actual sense of flow to the game. A series of ups and downs. And I think that's necessary to help guide game development because it can be very easy to lose yourself inside of a project. Oh no, there's a very satisfying narrative flow, a very satisfying timbre to the game. Might be here? It gives you nice puzzles to play with. Give you a break from all the shooty, and then put you right back into it. Why did I run up to him like I thought I could melee him? I was pressing V like, oh, I'm gonna kick him in the face. I love how uncoordinated these things are. The fact that they bounce off walls makes them incredibly terrifying. These unwieldy buzzsaws. I don't know what it is about first-person shooters, but they love ricocheting saw blades. I think Quake had it. Doom probably doesn't have a saw blade. I don't know if Duke Nukem did either. Okay, so maybe not quite as many as I thought, but that was definitely a theme, saw blade weapons. No. I want to get inside that vent. Energy in there. No. All right. These are the kind of puzzles I love, the spatial puzzles where you have to platform carefully. Like, I'm thinking of the electrified water pools in the original Half-Life. I don't know why, I love floor is lava gameplay. This is just going to turn into me reminiscing about Gary's Mod game modes. Actually, it might have been a Counter-Strike game mode, but there was like a hop, parkour, like try to carefully navigate your way up this really complicated platforming challenge. And then, you know, I played TF2 jump maps, basically that. In fact, I still play those pretty regularly. I like brushing up on my rocket jumping. I'd say I'm pretty good at the core essentials, except for sync jumps. I find it, I don't know, I just can't get the timing down yet. I can do like single ones, or I guess double rocket jumps. But trying to do any more than that, my brain just gets fried. But I love pogo. Oh my god, I love doing pogo with rocket. I've been trying to learn how to do it with Demo Man too, with his sticky bombs. I say pogo. I'm more like the where you shoot yourself again in the air with your sticky bomb. I don't know if it gives you any massive tactical advantage, but the fact that you can do it is kind of the point in of itself. I know you're behind me. Well, happy 4th of July, by the way. It's the 5th right now, but I hope everybody got to enjoy lots of independence-related activities. At least any among you living in the States. Otherwise, you guys can fuck off. No, I'm kidding. But I love Independence Day. It's the one time of year where everybody can drop the mask. And it is very revealing for some people. I'm trying to think of what kind of equivalence there would be. The real point of Independence Day is just, it's a day to say fuck yeah, America. But it's just like Easter and Christmas and Halloween, it's been corporatized, and somehow that makes it even more American.
Head crabs! Got one!
Oh yeah, you're supposed to talk to me, sorry.
Hey! You're Freeman, aren't you? We got word you were coming. You got here at a bad time.
Black Mesa East to Station 6. Do you read? Dr. Freeman is on his way downriver. Lend him the airboat and give him all the help you can. Repeat, Gordon Freeman has returned. It is critical he reaches Black Mesa East.
We've got some ammo in those crates over there. Help yourself to supplies and keep moving.
Sick. I think there was some question around, God, what creatures would continue to exist in the Half-Life universe. I guess what I'm trying to say is, in Half-Life 1 there was a large variety of Zen creatures, and there was no guarantee they were all going to show up in this game. But the important ones did. Head crabs, the Vortigons, and a couple newcomers. Alright, dude.
Hey, Dr. Freeman. I've been hoping you'd show up. Got this airboat all gassed up and ready to go.
Awesome. I love the airboat.
Civil protection out there in the open, but drive hard and you'll make it. You'll find more help up at Station 7. Just a few bends up the river. It's the old red barn. You'd better get going now.
Always my preferred method of transportation in Gary's mod is an airboat with the hovering tool applied to it. I'm thinking of the other games that released around this time, like Metal Gear Solid 3. And the level of openness in this game, I don't know, it's a little more impressive. I think, I said this actually in the original stream I tried at this, but this was around the time that computer games started to really catch up with console games. The benefit of a console was the fact that you had a dedicated piece of machinery that could play games. And a computer, while multi-purpose, lacked the raw power needed to kind of do most of the graphics that were available. However, the 20-aughts, the 2010s, computers got really good. And then the games got really good. And then everyone started making games for computer. You know what else came out the same year as Half-Life 2? San Andreas. Grand Theft Auto 3. Yeah. Like... These are what I love all these tiny, tiny little set pieces. They have their own little stories and oh.
Station 12, come in. Station 12, do you read?
I did actually miss it coming up here, but there's a G-Man sighting. The enigmatic G-Man who just randomly appears and has never been explained. My own personal theory is that he's a Vortigaunt or some Vortigaunt-esque creature who can change his appearance. But you know, I think it's playing off of the Lizard Man trope combined with the secret CIA government man trope. He's obviously not human, but he's pretending. Of course, it also could just be a literary element, so that they could have a really spooky Slender Man character constantly haunting you in the background. Probably about to get arrested, but thank you. It is weird how everyone is willing to sacrifice themselves for this one scientist guy. I think it's because it's the one video gamey aspect of the game that I think they're willing to take, willing to accept. If it means you have a better player experience, then yeah, sure, whatever. It's funny listening to the Portal developer commentaries from Valve that talk about, like, yeah, playtesters kept staring at this, like, one wall, so we had to get them to look away. And we had to use lighting and paint and colors to, like, tell them, hey, go here. It's one of those things you don't consider until you're working in a 3D space, but oftentimes, a lot of the trouble is just showing the player what is available to them. That's important in a puzzle game like Portal. You know, this water section actually reminds me of another game, I think it released on PlayStation 2, called Spy Hunter. Based off of an old arcade game, but you transition from road to boat. Road to water, I should say. And I remember spending a lot of time in that game. But the water sections in particular, I enjoyed playing. They felt very similar to this. Although, goddamn, there were some missions where you had to target multiple boats at once with, like, your rocket ability. But they were so fast, and they moved so frantically that you could never get them all, and the only way you could get the best rating was to get them all in one go, and... Speaking of games based off of arcade counterparts, Afterburner Climax was another game I got super into.
We now have direct confirmation of a disruptor in our midst. One who has acquired an almost messianic reputation in the minds of certain citizens. His figure is synonymous with the darkest urges of instinct, ignorance, and decay.
Oh, you guys are waiting for me. Didn't work out. These furniture props in particular, I remember being very prominent in zombie maps, whether it was Zombie Panic Source or any Source zombie game, because the rectangular design made them perfect for building barricades and jamming doors. But you can crawl through the middle, something head crabs can do, and some people forget that. I see someone right there. Thought I heard two guys go down from the grenade. Oh, I did get two of them. That's awesome. Out of my face. Oh, this is another prop I remember having lots of fun with. Alright, we're off. Show off. Oh. They're giving me these grenades. I'm gonna use them. I am not covering myself at all. I'm losing a lot of health because of it. Oh, and I used all my grenades. Let me see if that health bar thing has any more left. this game just has great game feel. Like, I love speeding around the environment. I don't think this version of Half-Life 2 has B-hop. I'm sure there are. I think it's been largely phased out of Source games. But I do like doing it. I still don't know how to dodge a lot of those missiles. I gotta say, as far as like an enemy to fight against, the Combine are really, really cool. The AI for them is really interesting, and that they'll take cover, they'll move together as a group. I don't remember if Fear 3 was out at the same time as this, or if it came later. I'm trying to remember. But that had a very big touted AI system. This game has a much more robust one where it takes into consideration all these different nodes and player state, enemy state. Very fun. Plus, they're mostly mechanical, I think. So you don't have to feel bad about killing them. This game is genuinely impressive. Like, to this day, I don't know... No, I don't want to say that, but there's probably a lot of games that have had better mix of systems, but this game is just... it's like a perfect 10 out of 10 for me. And I am going to be playing this game, honestly. I'm going to try not to do any major skips. Just because I do enjoy the narrative experience of the levels. Oh, hell yeah. Sorry, I had a little message. I need a plan of attack here. Okay. They're looking pretty good, actually. I'm surprised with how much health I've managed to retain. Walter, yeah, come out. Come chase me. I was just bragging about my help, too. Still got that helicopter to deal with. Some help would be nice. Yeah. Okay, perfect. I remembered that the room had enemies in it the moment I stepped in. I'm in a bit of... Oh, nope. There we go. I like that these sections end up being combat puzzles. Because this is kind of a, what's the word I want to use? A callback to the helicopter we fought in the canals. Which I guess this still is the canals. Oh. And is presumably the same one. Where am I going? That's where I came from. Right. Got it. Take it. I always thought if you could hit it enough, you could destroy it, but I don't think so. You get a cool set piece for that later. It's interesting. Sort of the subtle storytelling here is the fact that the water level is so low. The fact that we see all these sandbars that are now islands, it's storytelling showing that the Combine are draining the resources of Earth. You know, all the dead trees, all the general decay and detritus. But it's cool. I mean, it makes sense and it provides an interesting environment to explore. I wonder if we can get to Eli's lab before I switch over to Left 4 Dead. I think that might be my goal. Yeah, come on, buddy. Yeah, right. Try again next time. And load zone. I just remember anytime there was a multiplayer Half-Life 2 game, all the people who would be frozen in like a mid-run or mid-jump animation as they were going into the load zone, waiting for everybody else. Oh, another awesome Half-Life 2 mod was the elevator. That was really cool. It was kind of like a whole bunch of little set pieces that you could watch from inside of an elevator. Oh my god. This is a bad thing. I hope I didn't just get turned around. I feel like I might have. Nope. Do wheelies. Serpentine, serpentine. Oh. Oh, actually, there's a really cool environment back here. Oh no. Oh no, not here, but there is a crate. I think it's later on at the split. Might have missed it, actually. This is so cool. I like any time you have to transport a vehicle, like between levels, or like when you have to move the payload to different sections of the map in Team Fortress 2. I think that's so cool. The turnstile on Barn Blitz. What else? I'm trying to think. I'm speaking generally about how kind of each stage goes to a different part of the map. But there are a couple cards that physically you have to move. Like they go through little animations where they move to different tracks. think it's funny. Gordon's upgraded from property damage to, civil damage. Breaks like stop signs, stoplights, posts, barricades. Destruction of civil property. I don't know how it's pronounced or described. Am I supposed to be here? Oh, I'm going backwards, aren't I? No wonder it felt so weird. Come on, dude. You can't hit me like that. Weird. I managed to do a loop of some sort. Am I crazy? Yes, I am. Oh dear. Yeah, the signs are facing this way, so I'm assuming this is the direction I'm supposed to go. But how did I get turned around? I must have not been paying attention to like a loop. It was like, ooh, that looks like progress. Right, so I did this, correct? I did this? What is the benefit of doing this again? Oh, I can heal up at least. Go, 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 go! Yeah, I'm down here now, so what's up? Is that just bonus? Or did I go the wrong way? Oh, I see. I just went the wrong way. Fantastic. Oh dear. Oh, I'm getting blown up and shot at, and I'm losing a lot of health. Good, we're making good progress. I like this puzzle. Any of the weight-based physics puzzles are really fun. But this one in particular, I think because it uses the winch, which is a tool that doesn't usually get a lot of use. Let's find some heavy things to weigh this down. Oh, here's something. On a cinder block. What else? What else? That'll work. A whole washing machine. have to say, this is quite an expansive canal system. This is vaguely European design, but I don't know if it's actually based on any particular area.
I wouldn't believe it if I couldn't see with my own eyes. Dr. Gordon Freeman himself.
It is me. Worship me. Shower me with ammo and weapon upgrades.
We're just getting ready to pull out.
We better hurry. We gotta tear down this camp and get out of here.
Greetings to the Freeman.
What's up, dude?
Come on in. I'll show you what you're up against. Here, take a look at this.
I love that this NPC blocks the door so that you have to listen to this.
Eli's hideout is here, a stone's throw from the apron and nestled in the old hydro plant. But getting there, with that hunter chopper on your ass, next to impossible. Good news is, the Vortigaunt's working his magic on your airboat, so you'll have a little more firepower going forward. I think he's just finishing up now. Go on out. There we are. And you want one of the same hunter choppers that you're up against. I always like to bring a little iron into the firefight. Take that chopper down, and you should be able to tear on through the Eli's place.
Freeman will accept this weapon. Will suffer greatly.
I appreciate it, fellas.
Give him hell, Doc.
Hope you guys make it. Yeah. There's one thing Half-Life's good at, it's catharsis. Oh! I got knocked away by the door. Oh, I ran right into that, and even though I saw it, that was my own fault. And I looked like such a badass, too. I remember making a lot of maps, or not maps, but like playing on Gene Construct, Flatgrass, making different courses that I could ride the airboat through. In fact, I made a lot of water bases that I had to use an airboat to park in. It's actually the environment I was hoping to see. I've always loved these cozy little hideaway spots because in Gary's mod, I would play through this game, and in these areas, in particular the areas along the coast when you have the car, I would build homes. I would, like, you know, no-clip world, or I would make panels no-clip with the world so I could make walls, patch holes in the floor. I'd put furniture around. I loved doing that. I did it for the apartments in City 72. I've done it for some bases in the canal. Like, I don't know. I like the idea of these cozy hideaway spots, although I think eventually they all get overrun. I remember specifically the red barn that has the winch puzzle. I would decorate there a lot. But specifically, the sand lion? Ant lion? Ant lion chapter of the cart. Forgot I had a gun. I was so focused on actually driving. Oh, right. Other side, other side. This is a cool spatial puzzle. Like, they really do make full use of all of the mechanics they come up with in this game. It's like a perfect story. It's like the Princess Bride of video games. I do need to go in there, but I'm wondering if I need to be smart. I need to get out of my own. Oh my god. How do I deal with you? How do I do that? How do I just fuck up? Okay. Really? You know, another set of, or genre of custom maps I used to play were horror maps. I remember quite a few of them. There was ones that took place in labs. There was one really popular one, it was a haunted house. You had to go through the basement first and go up the stairs, and there were all these little jump scare moments. It's... I don't want to be condescending and say quaint. It had some really big effort behind it for being a one-person mod. But... and it's fun to look back on them, because they feel so primitive compared to gaming today. Like, I can't even look at the models in this game anymore without imagining hordes of them being shot at by some random group of aliens and being exploded by a nuke. Now, we're in the pit with the helicopter. Down. Go down. best viewers? Wow, that's an amazing offer. I'm gonna have to decline now. Appreciate reaching out though. Dingus. Hey, I'm just having fun. Where am I supposed to go? No, here, but where do I get up? I could use some healing, although I feel like we're going to be in a puzzle section soon, so I'll get plenty of opportunities to heal. Oop. I'm always scared by those types of doors, because some of them will start to descend by themselves. Can I? Out, 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 out. Oh, hey, what's up, fellas? Here, you guys deal with this real quick. I'm gonna make sure I'm all fully loaded. Okay. Awesome. The array of weapons you get in this game would end up being smaller than what you got in the original first Half-Life, but I think it's to the game's benefit because there's more use cases for all the guns as opposed to having some guns just for specific occasions. Although I do miss the wacky sort of guns. Just as a reminder, I played Half-Life 1 after Half-Life 2, so this is from the perspective of someone going backwards, but I enjoyed the more concise loadout of this game because I felt like every gun was being used, and I felt like I was always needing ammo for every weapon because I was using it. I don't need to be up here with the airboat, but I'm glad I am. Oh, you know, I also missed another G-Man, Gary Man sighting. I think he's over here. He was messing with these switches. I've been listening to documentaries on YouTube about Marble Hornets and Slender Man, and I love listening to stories about how those old internet entities, I say entities, not horror specifically, but internet stories. Internet stories fascinate me because the internet is a fascinating place. I remember watching Marble Hornets as it aired. I remember dropping them off because it got really weird and I just moved on, but I remember Everyman Hybrid. That was awesome. It was really fun to be part of something big on the internet, even though I never participated much in the actual tasks, but it was cool to have like a shared mythology. I highly recommend those videos. I think there's like 3 of them. Oh, would you look at that? I managed to get here before the 2-hour mark. I might actually be able to get to Ravenholm. Why don't we do that? Let's get to Ravenholm, and then I'll do a BRB, and we'll play some Left 4 Dead. Left 4 Dead 2, I'll clarify. And we'll just do the vanilla maps. I'll just go through multiplayer, see who's playing.
We've got something. Okay, it's human. Hello? Take it easy in there. You're safe now. You'll have to forgive the scanning process. We can't take any chances. Dr. Freeman? Gordon Freeman? Is that you? You've made it here this quickly. Well, Eli is going to be amazed, not to mention relieved. I'm Dr. Mossman, Dr. Judith Mossman. I've been hearing about you since long before.
Oh,
the
really
Black
tempted
Mesa
to kill Bind.
Oh, Black Mesa. I do so envy you working with Eli and Dr. Kleiner when they were at the top of their field. Ah, there we go. You can come through now. I'll take you down to Eli right away. He would never forgive me if I kept you waiting.
Can I do the thing that speedrunners do where they, like, force them to move forward by blocking their... This is just gonna be me bashing her in the head.
We could certainly use the extra help around here. We've covered a lot of ground.
Speedrunners will do a trick where they, like, block the next node that the NPC wants to walk to, so they'll just teleport.
We're closing in on a reliable
But it might be a previous
teleport
version.
technology.
Or I'm not doing it right.
Something the Combine still hasn't mastered. Eli thinks their portals are string-based, similar to our Calabi-Yau model, but they've failed to factor in the dark energy equations. They can tunnel through from their universe, but once they're here, they're dependent on local transportation. If they knew what we were doing with entanglement... Oh. Listen to me, I sound like a postdoc. I'm just so excited to think that we'll finally have the chance to work together. Where was I?
Right.
Oh, yes. Dr. Kleiner compressed the Zen relay far beyond anything he imagined at Black Mesa. We figured out how to use Zen as an unexpressed axis, effectively a dimensional slingshot, so we can swing around the border world and come back in local space without having to pass through. Oh, here's Eli now.
All right, good. You keep right on.
Eli, look who I found in the airlock.
Gordon Freeman. Let me get a look at you, man. My God, you haven't changed one iota. How do you do it? Now, let's see. The last time I saw you, I sent you up for help after the resonance cascade. I never thought it would take you this long to get back to me. Welcome to the lab, anyway. It's not Black Mesa, but it served us well enough.
It's going to be a lot more like Black Mesa with Gordon here to help.
Right you are. MIT graduates are few and far between these days. We'll get you out of that hazard suit and back into your lab coat where you belong.
Let me just finish up some work and I'll see what I can dig up. Dr. Freeman, it's been a real honor. I'm looking forward to working together.
Mm-hmm.
Feel free to look around.
Oh, Mossman, I can't be too mad at you. But...
Oh, Dr. Freeman, you should stay with Eli. Go on. I'll rejoin you shortly.
Can I actually listen to her double-crossing us? Spoiler alert. Nah, I'm gonna look at this crystal.
Fine scientist, Judith. She was up for your job at Black Mesa, but you edged her out with your Innsbruck experience.
Oh, I forgot that piece of lore.
Oh, Gordon. The Vortigaunt said you were here. I can't believe you made it so quickly on foot.
I believe he broke your record, honey.
Well, he earned it. I guess
I
you
had a
proved
mounted
you can
machine
handle
gun.
yourself out there.
There's nothing Gordon can't handle, with the possible exception of you.
Dad, please.
Take a look at this, Gordon.
I think this is supposed to be the sample that you used in Half-Life 1 when you shoved it into the analysis machine or whatever it was. This is what started the resonance cascade, or something like it. Some crystal from an alien world.
Viscounts relieved me so I could come see Gordon. Anyway, I should be in here working on the portal.
I have the repairs well in hand. Someone misjudged the capacity of the Combine thyristor.
Are you blaming me?
No, not at all. It was a calculation error, not a mechanical problem.
Then maybe you should let me do the calculations next time, as well as installing it.
Alex, really? Sometimes I think you deliberately misunderstand me.
Alex, why don't you take Gordon along and give him some practice with the gravity gun?
Sure. Come on, Gordon. Let's go have some fun.
The zero-point energy field manipulator is not a toy, Alex.
Let's get out of here.
I beg to differ. It's the coolest toy ever. Edged out by the physics gun, but...
So I see you've met Dr. Mossman. She's one of the main reasons I spend so much time outside. You should hear her drone on about how it should have been her in the Black Mesa test chamber that day. I'm sorry, I shouldn't be talking behind her back. It just gets a bit claustrophobic down here. That's the old passage to Ravenholm. We don't go there anymore. Come on.
Does she say anything if I go down here? Oh no, she does not even pay attention to me. This would be another environment that I spent a lot of time in decorating and filling with furniture.
So, here we are. The scrapyard.
Nice.
This is a gravity gun my father was talking about. You can call it the zero-point energy field manipulator if you really want to. It's designed for handling hazardous materials, but we mainly use it for heavy lifting. Give it a try. The primary trigger emits a charge. You can punch stuff and send it flying. I found it handy for clearing minefields. The secondary trigger
there's a
lets
nice
you
little
grab
secret.
things. You can throw them with the primary. Once you pick something up, you can drop it gently by pressing your secondary trigger again. Pick up some stuff and toss it.
Oh, come on.
You can also pull stuff over from a distance. Give it a try.
There's an old-timey HEV suit up here. HEV suit charger. I always like that detail. Not that I even knew of it when I first played it, but it's cute.
Try stacking some things. Grab something with your secondary trigger, then press the same trigger again to drop it gently.
I know how to play video games. I'd let me do my thing. I'm exploring.
Now let me call Dog. He loves to play fetch. Dog! Come! Good doggy. Gordon, this is Dog. My dad built him to protect me when I was a kid. First model was about yay high. I've been adding to him ever since. Haven't I, boy? Okay, Dog, let's play catch with Gordon. You'll need to use the gravity gun.
You got it, boss.
Go ahead, Dog. Throw! Good catch! Throw another, Dog. Awesome! Another one, Dog.
Oh, so sorry, Alex.
Go ahead, dog. Throw.
My bad.
Throw another, dog.
Oh, you throw it relative to how far I am. That's actually interesting. I wonder how that's coded.
Excellent.
I wonder if it's just get the
Dog, go
target
get your ball.
or get the player's location and then run it through an algorithm based off an angle. I know I've done this before. I don't remember what the trick is. Oh no!
Where's your ball, dog?
I'm sorry.
When I told you not to play fetch, I didn't tell you who'd be fetching, did I? Nice catch.
Yoink.
Good throw. Okay, Gordon, let's try something else. Dog, throw something bigger. No, dog. No, no, boy. Down. Back down.
Oh.
What is it? Keeping the area. Gotta head back to the lab. Come on. Alex, do you read?
Alex!
What's going on in there?
Where are you, Alex?
In a scrapyard airlock, stuck in a full auto cycle.
Is Gordon still with you?
He's right here.
Good. I want you to
Dad?
take Gordon out of here. Head for the coast. Do not go through Rafe.
Dad?
Well.
Dad! Damn it! Dog, open the airlock. Get us out of here. Hurry, now! Tear it apart, you have. Just get it open.
That's so cool.
That's enough, dog.
Whoa.
Come on, Gordon. Come on.
Oh my. I almost got crushed.
Gordon, you need to get out of here. I can't leave my father. Dog, take Gordon to the Ravenholm tunnel, then circle around and try to meet up with me. Hurry!
Perfect timing. I think this is where we're going to end up doing a BRB. And then I'll switch over to Left 4 Dead 2. Man, we made some good progress. Thank you, dog. Don't worry. Ravenholm's going to be a lot of fun for us. In fact, I think I'll save it right here. I'll put us up for a BRB. And be back in, oh, let's say 10 minutes? In the meantime, if you want, you can check out the Discord, GYGTV, or you can check out the YouTube channel, which is just me uploading individual recordings of each game. And then I also have my UI weather channel nonsense. But anyway, I'll be back in a bit.